Make sure that it's live. If you see us right now, we are just double checking. We're glad you're here with us. All right, Danielle, whenever you're ready.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to KYGO Digital Live. My name is Danielle Washburn, JCPS Digital Innovation Leader, and I will be leading the show today along with all of our awesome KYGO Digital leaders. I am excited to be joined by the awesome KYGO Digital Live team. We do have Elaine Abernathy. She is the Digital Innovation Leader for JCPS. Dana Dowdy, Digital Learning Coach of Grace County Schools. Hello, everyone, and hello to all of the KYGO Digital leaders who are joining us on YouTube Live. It is so great to see you. Dana will be taking your questions from YouTube Live chat. Make sure you drop in there and introduce yourself, as well as let us know what county or state you are from. If you don't have the chat capability, make sure you log into YouTube, and while you are there, check the subscribe button too, so you can easily continue to learn with us. All right, it is time for an amazing leader from E-Town. She is the Dean of Literacy and Instructional Technology, Donna Pearsall. It is great to have you on the show. Without further ado, I will turn it over to you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dana Pearsall. It's okay. And I want to talk about Kami, which is an awesome PDF editing, reading, and just a great way for your students to interact with digital text, which is super relevant right now. So I'm going to go ahead and start by sharing my screen. And, all right, so first thing is that Kami is a PDF annotator, and we were talking about that before we went live, how a couple of the people here have just used it to type on PDFs, which is certainly one of its capabilities. But it's got so many collaborative tools, ways that students can interact with each other and the text within the app. And so it just makes it a really useful tool. So it's relevant right now, obviously, because we are just desperately trying to figure out how all of this is going to work, and how we're going to teach our students when we are not with them, and how we can make our lessons interactive. You know, it's hard to just, when we really think about how students learn and what we want them to learn, giving them a packet for them to complete over the next 5 days isn't really what we want to do. And so I hope that some ideas here will help you figure out some more collaborative ways that you can interact with students while we are teaching from afar. So here is a list of all the tools and features for Kami. And as you can see, the free version has quite a bit of things you can do just by itself. There's also a paid version. You can get just a teacher account, or you can get like a district or a school account. But at the end of the show today, I'm going to be giving everyone a code so that you can get a month or two of the free premium. And they actually, I think they may have already sent out a link, maybe via Twitter, that allows you to get that free version too, because of the, everyone's not going to school anymore. So on the free side, you can get, obviously you have the PDF document viewer. You can highlight, underline, strike through, and comment. Those are probably the best tools for students when you're interacting with the text, because not like when you highlight or you underline, you can also put a comment to the side talking about what you've highlighted or underlined. And then students can comment on each other's comments and have a dialogue, which I'll show you. You have rich text, which includes equations. So that is really cool. I'm an ELA person, so I don't know what all those equations mean, but they have just about anything that you need for math in there to help you create your own PDFs, and so that students can respond on the PDF and just turn it in that way.
Yeah, and I think that's awesome. I was a former math teacher, and sometimes there would be great tools, but as math teachers, especially high school math teachers, we need those tools to create those, weird or odd formulas, the formulas that I so love. So I think that is awesome that Cami is providing that tool for math teachers.
Yeah, my husband's a math teacher too, and he was using some like weird, complicated tool to put his equations in there. And so I agree. It's great that Cami makes it easy for math teachers. You've also got
really fast. We had a question from the live chat. They asked, does each kid need an account too?
No, not if the teacher has the account. But if you're using the free version, I think maybe I think the kid has to put in the code for the free version as well, which the code works for everyone. So that'll be good. But once you buy it for yourself or for your district, it sort of extends to the student, I think.
Got it. And thank you. And then as a follow-up question, is there anything around data sharing for students with you all? Did you all have to run it through the agreement or anything?
They have all of that privacy stuff on their website. So if you want to look at any of that, it's there. And it's widely used. So it follows all of the rules that we have to follow for that kind of thing. Okay, if there's no more questions right now, we've also got a lot of drawing tools. Freehand drawing is a cool one for students to just pull up a blank document, and you can use Cami to sketch note, which is really awesome. And then it auto saves to Google Drive. And you can also scan documents and into Cami, and it works great for that too. I'm going to show you all of those features, including quite a few of the paid features as well. So let's get started. If we look at the key teacher column over here, like I've been telling you, real-time collaboration and interactivity, that is really awesome. You've got your Google Classroom, Schoology, Canvas integrations, which makes it easy for teachers. And we all want to save the trees, right? So no, you don't have to print or buy books if you have the PDF. Just put them right in there. Oh, here's the privacy thing. For tech directors, right here. Oh, I'm sorry. They've got all of that stuff that you can look at, all the technical legal stuff.
So I know that is awesome, because I do know that sometimes individual districts have specific data sharing agreements and policies that need to be considered. So I think that is awesome, and especially that individual district will be able to reach out to Cami and kind of figure it out from there.
Yeah, Cami, the people at Cami are great. It's actually a really small business, and they are so responsive and just great with working with you, whatever you need. I'm gonna skip this. Here's some more of that compliance for privacy and data security. But let's look a little bit here. So we've got students with accommodations. What's really awesome in this is that it has a PDF reader. So for example, my own daughter has a reading IEP, and while she was doing her work for school at home, we put Cami on her Chromebook, and it was able to read the textbook that they had uploaded for her. So that was really nice. And you know, just the collaboration that I've been talking about too. All right, so I'll come back to this, but that premium code is just Hero Dana. But let's look at, let me go right here. All right, so some of the basic Cami tools: text-to-speech, dictionary, equation editor, drawing. I'm gonna switch over to a PDF that I've uploaded. I just went out, found this PDF for us to use to do some just demonstration. All right, so we've got Markup over here on the side, and on the side right here is where you can see all your tools. If you make this come out, you can see what everything is. Select text, dictionary, etc. So I'm gonna start with Markup. First thing is the highlighter. So I can highlight whatever I want. And then, so it's highlighted, you can change the color, all that kind of stuff. But what's interesting is that now that it's highlighted, I can convert it to a comment and make my comment about it over here on the side. I'll scroll over there. There it is. Make my comment about it, and then as you can see, students can reply to that and then keep going. But another thing that's cool, if you see this right here, you've got voice typing, which is great. That's another thing that my daughter uses quite a bit, is voice typing. And you can see it's pretty accurate. Then you've got comment. So instead of making a highlight, this just makes a little dot on whatever it is. You can move it around, and you can comment the same way over here. And the cool thing about these comments, so you see over here, you have a voice comment, and that is exactly what it says. So you make your comment, and you see over here, it's recording 4 seconds. You can record up to 5 minutes of a comment. So not only could you comment on a PDF and maybe explain something in that PDF, but you could have your students do the same thing. Instead of writing out their answer, they could voice comment their answer. So that goes back to those accommodations for all your students. And then again, this is super cool, the video comment. So there it is. So here I am, and it's recording. And like while we're out and you don't get to see your students' wonderful faces and they don't get to see yours, this would be a cool thing to use if you're interacting with your PDF, with whatever text it is. This is just a worksheet that I found, but what I would normally use it for is maybe like an article or some other kind of text. And there it is, and you can play it back. I'm not going to because I hate hearing myself talk. And then screen capture, which is what it sounds like. It just captures the screen. I'm not going to do that though. All right, so we've got all of those comment tools. Does anyone have any questions about the comment or the markup tools?
No, not right now. Thank you. Pretty much straightforward. Thank you.
Awesome.
I know in the chat they were talking about if you can go back to the premium code, because several people missed that code.
Yeah, I'll go back to that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So after I finish explaining a couple of these, I'll go back to that code for sure. All right, then we have the text box. And so this one is helpful if, like we have right here, we have this worksheet, it's in PDF format. We all know it's a huge pain to try to convert this into a Google Doc so they can type on it, especially if it has a table or something like this. So we've got the text box. You just insert your text box and type. You can change the font size or the color, but that's really useful, especially if you're assigning things like this right now, and so students don't have to print it out at home, which many students don't have printers at home, and write on it, take a picture, re-upload it. For this, they can just type on it and then put it right back into Classroom if that's what you're using, or Canvas or whatever.
We have a few more questions, Dana.
Okay.
Is there a censorship for kids commenting?
No.
Okay. And then are there snippet tutorials?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll get to that too. There's everything I'm telling you, there's a video about it on the blog. So I'll go to that in a minute. And it also has like Cami for math, Cami for science, Cami for ELA, Cami for art, like how it would apply to each different content area as well. All right, so while we're continuing to demonstrate, we're gonna go over to the equation tool, and here we go. We've got all these symbols. If you can see, they even have musical symbols. And I don't know what these are, but there they are. And you can put them in, here we go. Greater than, equal to, anyway, you get the point with that. But you've got the tools to do that, and it makes it, a little bit easier than you might have done it before. All right, and then we've got our drawing. So especially if you have a touch screen, you can draw whatever. And again, I've seen some great examples of sketchnoting, and with Cami. You just pull up a blank PDF and do whatever you want to it, go to town. Shapes, eraser, of course. You can insert images from your computer, from Google Drive or a Google search. And then finally, signature. So I've just put in a couple of things. I put my signature, but then also I put a little bit.ly. And you can use these as like little stickers for your students. So everybody knows students love stickers, but when you switch over to the digital format, you kind of lose that ability to give your kids stickers. So this is a way that you can do that. Just a little fun. All right, so let's go back over here. I think I covered everything, but I want to make sure. It's taking a while. Okay, here we go. Yes, I got all of those. Oh, I did not do the speech. Wow. Okay. So we have text to speech.
Name her. The characters in a novel or play may be revealed to the reader or audience in a variety of ways.
So
Your main impression of a character.
stop. Okay. And you can change the voice to whatever you want. And what's really interesting, if you see like e-speak and you see all of these languages, don't be fooled. It is not in that language. It's someone speaking English with that type of accent. It's really weird. I'll show you.
The characters in a novel or play may be revealed to the reader or audience in a
It sounds like another language, but if you listen closely, it's just English with an Italian accent, which is really funny. But it does have, can find it. There, I think that's.
Même père. The Outsider Copyright 2014.
Well, I can't find it right now, but they do have they do have Spanish and French. And you'll see on the blog or on the Cami website that it can read in those 2 languages as well. I asked them about why they did that, like English, but with an accent of another language, and they just said sometimes it's easier for ELL learners to understand if it's like in the accent of their language. So, okay. All right, so now let's go back to, well, first, let's go back to the code. Where did I put that code?
While you're showing your code, Dana, we have a handful of questions.
Okay.
The first one is, they didn't know if they missed or not, but does this work on all kinds of devices? Phones, tablets, Chromebooks, PCs, Macs?
Yes.
Awesome.
There are apps, and then for Chrome, it's a Chrome extension. And that's my favorite way to use it. It's the easiest for me.
And then another question was, how did you make that little sticker? That was a question.
Oh, I just downloaded the image. You know how you download your little bit.ly image, and then I just uploaded it into Cami. It's a very simple process. When you click the signature button, there's an upload.
Okay. All right, awesome.
Okay, so I want to show you where you can find more information. So here, you can get resources from, they have a YouTube channel, they have a blog, they have a help center. So like I said, basically anything that you want, they've got. And that's not what I wanted to tell. So here you go. You've got Cami for English. Just all of their recent 3 Cami features that assist remote learning. That's what we need right now, right? And if you look further on the Cami website and on the blog, you'll find what I was talking about. Cami for English, Cami for math, Cami for science. Whatever you need. And of course, you can always contact their support, and they are, like I said, they are super nice and helpful. All right, any other questions?
Deanna, I love all of these tools. I mean, it's like all in one. And it seems very easy for teachers that haven't gotten to be familiar with this tool. And especially during this time, this can really help. So thank you so much for sharing all this awesome stuff.
No problem.
Yes, thank you for sharing. And just one last thing before we close out, I just want to mention that just with any digital tool, we just want to make sure that we consult our district's data sharing policy. And then if one is put in place, then you can use this tool as with any district. But Cami is a great tool. I know I said before that usually I just use Cami to fill in for the PDF. I had no idea that this even existed, as well, that students can go in there and write and type in equations. So I learned a lot just by you doing this show, and thank you for your time. Yeah.
I felt like I had to zoom through it, but if anybody has any questions, you can always email me or contact me.
Yeah, this was awesome. Thank you. Dana, do you mind closing us out?
Oh, no problem. And before, Dana, was your code Hero Dana for promo code? Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So Dana, thank you so much for sharing with us today. This is a true team sport, and you are helping us all work smarter. You can receive on-demand video support by subscribing to our Kentucky Go Digital Live channel on YouTube. All you have to do is click subscribe on our channel. Our next show is on Monday, March 23rd with Erica Bowles and Jamie Chenault discussing Zoom and Flipgrid. Also, we have created a Facebook page to help support. You can find us on Facebook, Kentucky Go Digital, and also follow and contribute to our Kentucky Go Digital hashtag. Remember to keep your eyes open for Kentucky Go Digital regional sign-up forms, which will be released very soon. So see which date or dates you can connect in person with many fellow rock stars as they share awesome digital tools. Don't forget, as you create, connect your good ideas to our hashtag so others can share them around the state. And until next time, Kentucky Go Digital, yes.